Oh my
It's
God.
recording, right?
Is it?
You want to check?
Yes.
Welcome back, guys. Here we are in episode two
Yes.
of season two of YUShouldAT, and we're here with special guest. You want to introduce yourself?
Yeah, sure. Thanks for having me, guys.
Yeah, no worries. Yeah.
My name is Holly Dunn. I'm a certified athletic therapist. Recently started at York about like maybe 5 weeks ago now, 6 weeks ago. So
Mhm.
I'm pretty new to York. But yeah, prior to York, I worked at Seneca Polytechnic, worked at Appleby College. I've done a lot of stuff along the way with different high performance teams and different provincial and national sport organizations. So
Very cool.
yeah, very happy to be here. And I'm a graduate of Sheridan College.
Oof,
Dun dun dun.
we brought in the competition.
Yeah, I'm in enemy territory.
What
Crazy,
would they
right?
say?
Yeah, they still took me. Imagine that.
Oh,
Just
Yeah.
trying to find people, I guess.
Yeah, that was all they had left. Yeah.
I think the job market is rough.
Yeah. Oh, no, but honestly, it's been a great experience working at York so far. I've had a good experience working with different students so far in the clinic and
Yeah.
met you guys at Camp Madawaska, which was super fun experience. How did you guys feel after that 1 week for you? You were there for the 2 weeks,
Yeah.
long 2 weeks.
Yeah. I was thinking about it like last week. No, last week, 2 weeks ago. It was just really, really surreal that I was there. And then school. And then
Right after.
we're now in October. October 1st, everyone.
Yeah,
It's
I didn't
October
know we got
1st.
that today. That we're in October.
Yeah, it's actually closer to Halloween than the start of
Start
school.
of school. Oh, that's crazy.
that's
So we
crazy.
actually play each other on Halloween. She'll be
Oh,
Yeah, well,
nice.
we don't play, but our teams do play each other.
yeah.
That's
I'll
good.
actually like start heckling.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah. So I don't know, I felt like I had it even shorter than you did with that 1 week because I
Yeah.
remember picking up Sean on our way to camp, and then when I was dropping him off, I was like, wasn't I like literally just picking you up,
Yeah.
Yeah.
right?
Oh, and I guess you didn't stop by Cortadary. Did you stop by Cortadary on the way
No,
back?
no,
No.
but I've heard great things about, I mean, I've had their ice cream. It
Uh,
is great. Yeah. Did you end up stopping?
yeah, we did because I've
Nice.
never had.
Okay,
I
yeah.
was like, we have to try it.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Me and Sean are really happy that we didn't stop by.
Oh yeah, the line was really long. Like by the time we got to the front, it was like 30 minutes,
I think
35
Wow.
by the
minutes.
time they like, yeah, like by the time like they finished, I was probably already finished dropping Sean off
Yeah. Back
home.
in.
Oops.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
awesome.
And then like lactose intolerance and ice cream just like wouldn't mix with that drive.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
No,
No, no, no.
like 100% no.
Fair enough.
Yeah. We actually met earlier in the summer before camp, right?
Yeah, we met
Yeah.
at a one-off like football coverage.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
was like, oh, so do you always work with York? You were working the event in the first game.
Yeah.
I think in the morning was York Lions
Yeah.
football. And I was like, oh, do
Yes.
you always work with this team? She's like, never been here.
No, my first time one off.
Never been to Aurora because we were in Aurora, right?
Yeah,
But like
yeah.
never been in this field like ever. And it
Hmm.
was fun.
Yeah. That was a
Yeah.
good time.
Small world.
It is a
Yeah.
small world. That was like, I think the day before I got home late because I was working Hamilton Ticats versus Rough Riders in Hamilton. And then I went in the morning. It was a morning game,
Yeah, it
right?
was
So I
early.
had to
Yeah.
wake up early and head to Aurora in the morning. And then the next game, Abby showed up because Abby's team came in and Abby was also at working the Saskatchewan game with me the
Oh,
other
nice.
night. And I
Yeah.
was like, oh, hey, nice seeing you
Reunion.
today.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was.
Awesome.
Hmm.
It was pretty nice. How was that student that was with you that day?
Yeah, great. Yeah.
Yeah.
I've had students just kind of one-off shadow me throughout the summer, had a lot of different events that I've worked. And
Yeah.
so, yeah, I've had students reach out to me asking me to shadow. I think I posted for Field Hockey Canada to have some student volunteer kind of shadowing for our nationals tournament. So yeah, I had a couple people come out with me throughout the summer and yeah, it's fun. I always enjoy getting to teach students.
That's cool.
Yeah. Yeah,
And
it's
then
fun.
you cool with mentoring first year York ATs or how'd that go?
Yeah, actually, currently I'm mentoring a third year kin student who's not even in AT yet,
Okay.
because we don't have any AT students currently with our soccer teams, and I'm the lead AT of soccer and wrestling.
Men's and women's and then wrestling.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. And so I was working at Canada Basketball Nationals for U15s, and I had one of the scorekeepers come up to me and was like, "Hey, how did you get into this profession? Like, this seems really cool."
Hmm.
Turns out, so her name's Sydney. It turns out that she was in the kin program at York, and we were looking for volunteer kin
Yeah.
students to help us. So I'm like, "Well, hey, I have a job for you." So I've kind of taught her from scratch, and yeah, now she's working with our soccer team. So that's been a really
Mm.
fun experience. Yeah.
So what are
You
her
get your
like response?
students.
Yeah, literally. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, what you get to do?
So, well, it's just me. So she does a lot of the practice coverage, right? So
True.
she does a lot of the practice coverage and she ends up traveling with a lot of the like for a lot of the away games and she's at home games. So she's able to tape and she has basic first aid. And so going out onto the field, she's usually accompanied by the host medical or by myself. But yeah, it is super helpful to have another body there for sure. It's awesome.
Are you leading them down the program? Or
Oh, I would hope so. Yeah. So I think she's looking to apply. So I'm going to try to, put a good word in for her for sure. She's been a great worker.
if only they still take references. That's like a big thing that they
Do
Mm,
they not?
I don't okay, they do take references, but there used to be like a shadowing requirements of like
oh,
you needing
Oh
like
yeah, yeah.
before COVID, it was like a couple hours of shadowing a certified
oh
AT.
yeah.
I would
Oh,
have
she
done
already got that.
I would have
Yeah.
definitely done into the program if that was still a requirement because
Yeah, no, I
I
don't
didn't
think
know I
anyone
didn't know anyone.
Oh no.
No.
Oh man.
No.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
started from like scratch.
Nice.
I like shadowed at like PT clinics and thought that was gonna be like the same equivalent.
Yeah.
And then they're like, actually, no. Like, yes and no. Because like the clinic is mostly the same, but like the field part, I was definitely missing out on that.
Hmm.
That was the same as me coming into AT. We needed to have 100 hours of shadowing a certified AT for me at the Sheridan program.
That's a lot.
Yeah.
Is
So
that still the same now?
I don't know. Since COVID, I think they took it away. I don't know if they've reinstated it. But yeah, in high school, I was fortunate enough to like discover athletic therapy in high school. I was playing volleyball
Yeah.
at a beach tournament for OVA and I hurt myself. And so I went to go see the person working there and he was super helpful, helped me with my neck pain and made me feel a lot better. And I'm like, this is a really cool job. Like, what is your title? Like, what do you do? And he's like, oh, I'm an athletic therapist. And I'm like, well, that's pretty cool. Yeah, so anyway, that was James Cartwright from North Bay, Ontario. And then in high school, in 12th grade, I did a half day co-op working at his clinic. I was like note
Oh.
taking for him, helping with clinical duties, like doing some basic modalities. So I got actually like 220 clinical hours
That's
before
12th grader.
they trusted me with the ultrasound. Yeah.
Oh,
Just doing
nice.
all sorts of stuff. It was actually a great experience. So I learned the clinic stuff like kind of early, and the field stuff came a little bit later for me. But yeah, the clinic experience and just like that patient connection and like personality kind of that you have to have on in the clinic, I was able to learn early on, which I
Mhm.
thought was pretty helpful
Yeah.
professionally.
And then remind me, you didn't go to Sheridan right after high school,
I
right?
sure did.
Oh, you did?
Yeah. Yep. I was like
Oh, you're one of
18.
those. I
Yeah,
heard
I
they
am
only
one of
take like
those.
they only take like one.
They don't take, I mean, I don't know. I think the split has changed. They take a certain percentage from out of high school, certain percentage
Oh,
that
okay.
have a degree or
Yeah.
whatever. But yeah, I was started the AT program. I was like 18. And
So you're the,
then,
like the youngest person there, then, probably.
yeah, we had a handful of people that were in my boat. Yeah, for sure. And then in second year, at the beginning of my second year, I had
Yeah.
an independent ball placement. Like I knew how to tape an ankle. I had basic first aid. I had just learned like the ankle anatomy. And they're like, go do high school football by yourself. Bye. And let me tell you that, like, it was tough, but it was such a great experience. And I feel like one thing that I see a lot of AT students struggle with when it comes to their confidence is like their on-field confidence, because I feel like sometimes they get that so much later.
Yeah.
Whereas when I reflect on my experience, I'm like, I'm thankful that I had that early because at least I was able to figure out what to do if I didn't know the answer or, the right place to ask for help. And it just taught me to kind of like manage things on my own.
Yeah, and you say independent as in you were by yourself.
Buyers, yeah, no other AT there. There was me and then like the head of PE.
Yo, I'd be
She
like
called 911, yeah.
shaking.
Yeah.
And then I'm pretty sure like Sheridan serves like those ROPSA schools. So you did
Yes.
like those Catholic schools.
Yeah, so mine was Gonzaga in
Oh,
Mississauga.
Gonzaga.
Yeah, that was my first placement in 2019.
Yeah, that's pretty cool
Yeah,
actually.
it was a good experience. Third year was COVID for me during school, so I didn't have like a third year placement
Okay.
during the academic year. But then in the summer, I ended up doing the Sheridan Clinic placement, which was
Okay.
actually a really great experience. The primary portion of my caseload was virtual care, which was
What do you
crazy.
mean by that? As in like you were
Virtual care. Yeah, so I had to do assessments and treatments and you name it.
How was
so you were
that?
like, I want you to
So
bend.
like show me your hip internal and external rotation. Yeah, it was crazy. So that as much as it was a really difficult experience at first, it taught me a lot about like my communication skills with patients. Like how are you going to evaluate a range of motion through a screen? How are you going to do a
Oh,
home program of whatever injury they have?
Was it ahead of its was this before COVID or
So this was like during COVID. This
okay.
was 2021. one, I guess.
So if we have another pandemic, you're set.
Yeah, so honestly, great experience. Although I didn't get a lot of hands-on with patients. Like I had a TQ and Christina Fogg in the clinic, so they were really great in terms of clinical mentors. So we got good reps that way. But in terms of my patient communication through a screen or like thinking outside the box of how can I create these exercises or whatever at home,
Mhm.
was a great challenge there. So that summer I did that for the majority, and then I did Camp Madawaska at the end of the summer, and I've been going back to Camp Madawaska ever since. So that was my 5th year with you guys.
Oh yeah.
Really fun experience there, yeah.
And you just keep coming
And I
back.
keep coming back for more. I'm
Yeah.
like, sorry guys, I'll take the job, but you got to let me go to camp. I love camp. It's part of who I am. Yeah.
Do you see yourself going for like
I would
long
like to.
period?
Yeah, I love it because not only do I get to like give back to the volleyball community as somebody who is like a volleyball
Yeah.
athlete at Sheridan, and like I was a camper when I was 16, 15. I went to camp myself. So when I had the chance to go back to Camp Madawaska, I was like, oh my God, this sounds like so much fun. I know all about it. It's a
Yeah.
beautiful spot. Like Bancroft is such a beautiful, you know, outdoorsy spot. Yeah, so I've learned a lot being there. Especially like the first year that we were there, I think we only had 5 AT students. Like we had a very, very small group, plus
Mhm.
Krista, the certified, versus now like we have a huge group
Yeah.
of AT students
Full
and
cabin.
I was gonna say 5 AT students wasn't.
and one certified.
Yeah, that's
Mm.
that's
Yeah,
good shit.
yeah. And so the walkie communication, we're like, oh. I remember the first day of Madawaska when I was a student, I had a suspected spinal on the beach like Monday morning, 8 a.m.
Oh,
Wow, they're
And I
like,
was
good
like,
morning to
oh,
you.
yeah, and I was with a nursing student, first year nursing student.
oh,
So I'm
Oh,
like, hey, call Krista. I need help. But yeah, so ever since then, I've been loving going back to camp.
yeah.
Yeah, and we've had a lot of York students in the past couple years, so it's been a really fun experience.
they're taking over.
Taking over Camp Madawaska. Yeah. So then after 3rd year, 4th year, I worked at Ryerson, now called TMU. And I worked with women's soccer and women's volleyball.
Okay.
And yeah, that was a really fun experience. I feel like for me at the beginning of 4th year was really challenging. Like I hadn't quite put all the pieces together yet, so I had a lot of like failures before I really got it. And then I started learning from those. And then I told my like I had a really helpful kind of feedback session halfway through my 4th year where my mentor from soccer was like, you need to really work on these things. Like I think these are really lacking. And at first I'm like, oh man, like that was really hard to receive
Yeah.
such harsh feedback. But then it like fueled me because I'm like, hey, you know what? Every time I was like on the TTC going there, I was like reviewing my notes. Like I was using my orthopedic assessment book that I love so much. The yellow book.
The yellow book.
The yellow book is goated. Yes. Yeah, so I was just like, I just dialed in and I'm like, I'm committed to being the best I can be. And I was with volleyball. So I'm like, I'm super passionate about this. I had like post-op ACL reconstruction. I had a lot of really cool injuries. And I helped my team a lot and I loved working with that team. And so, yeah. And then once I became certified, I had a couple opportunities to still help out with TMU where
Yeah.
I traveled with their volleyball team to Queens for some stuff. And then I traveled with their basketball team out to Halifax for preseason. So I kind of stuck around a little bit.
Yeah, they were
Yeah.
just in Halifax like recently.
Yeah,
Or
they
like
often do a
PEI or
trip.
something like that. Yeah.
Yeah.
A lot of
Yeah.
preseason stuff.
Yeah, so that was kind of my experience after that. And then shortly after I graduated, I started at Appleby where I had that year contract working full time.
I actually didn't know you were with Appleby.
Yeah, yeah, that was my
We had a
first
long list of
many
experiences.
different things. Yeah.
Yeah.
Then yeah, last year Seneca, and then yeah, since 2022, been working with Field Hockey Canada with Justine Franco and Elwin Lau, which are some great mentors that I met working at the Canada Summer Games, which is definitely something that I encourage students to do is to volunteer for major games
I'm
because
gonna
this
say that again into the mic.
volunteer for major games. Do it.
Correct me if I'm wrong, I think Elwin Lau is the host medical director for FIFA.
Yeah, yeah. So he's
Yeah.
coordinating a lot of FIFA
He's
stuff.
doing a lot of FIFA stuff, yeah.
Yes.
Sure.
Yeah. And he's a great mentor. Yeah. So I met some really great people through there. And now since last winter, I've been the lead AT of the women's indoor national field hockey team. So I'm doing a lot of work with field hockey, and I was host medical for the outdoor champs that were in Brampton for U16 and U18 kids coming from all over Canada.
So what would you say? I know we talked about this, but what would you say for our listeners is like your biggest takeaway, like for getting all of these opportunities right out
Mm.
of graduation and being certified now? Because obviously, how many years again? You've been
Uh,
certified?
just like past my 3 year mark in
Oh,
August,
three
so a little
years.
over 3 years. Yeah.
And like already this list of
Yeah.
experience
LinkedIn stack.
Oh
is
yeah.
already
Scroll.
really long. So what would you say is like the biggest thing?
Definitely just like showing up as your best self every time like you have an opportunity to work or go to placement. One of our profs and mentors at Sheridan, Julie Dixon, would always say like every day is kind of an interview. And if you think about it that
Expect
way,
to.
makes sense, right? Because every time you have the opportunity to showcase your best self, and even then, like if you make a mistake, you get to showcase, okay, how am I going to pick myself up, or how am I going to learn from this and do better next time? So I was able to get those opportunities through volunteering at major games. I was able to work Ontario basketball through some connections at TMU. So I was able to make some positive connections there. So just showing up as your best self, making an effort to network with your certifieds that you're working with and just showing them that you're eager to learn. Like, I don't really care if someone's perfect all the time in the clinic or whatever setting it may be. I care about, like, is this person eager? Are they asking questions? Are they like, spending the time? And I find that there's a lot of students these days that unfortunately like will be like, oh, okay, yeah, 5 o'clock, bye. And it's like, okay, well, if I'm treating a post-op ACL and you want to spend an extra 5, 10 minutes watching the treatment, like that kind of shows me that you're invested into your learning opportunities. So definitely taking advantage of those.
Yeah, just not clocking in and clocking out.
Yeah, like you got to be there like mentally as well. I feel like that's a big thing.
Mm.
I do kind of feel that with sometimes like people that I work with, like, hey, I'm doing something really cool. Do you want to see this?
Yeah.
And like I'm kind of just like trying to get it out of them. It's like, hey, instead of like sitting on your laptop,
Yeah, you got to be an
you can
active
do
participant.
it's
100%. Yeah, there's always something to learn. Even as a certified, like I learned so much just from like watching others or like asking others questions or like even learning from students. Like there's all sorts of learning opportunities. You just have to have the right like mindset that
Yeah.
you're not always going to know everything and you're going to get to learn something new
no.
all the time.
I'm asking so many questions in clinic. Like I've been
Yeah.
getting weird things. Like women's basketball is just beaten up all the
Yeah.
time. I'm getting
Yeah.
weird hand things. I'm getting feet. I'm like, we didn't learn this in class, but
Yeah.
yeah.
How you tell me more about my like hands and stuff at camp and
Oh yeah, I think we were talking about like
we were talking
palpating
about
carpals or
we
something.
were talking about like TFC
Oh
screws.
yeah.
I'm like,
Oh
why would
yeah.
that hurt? And when you I put them into pronation,
Yeah.
it was like supination or something like that.
And I remember I'm like, you're gonna sit there and think about it. I have to deal with this kid that needs a band-aid or whatever.
Yeah.
And then I sat
He was
there
like,
just I was just thinking about it. She was like, what do you know about the arthro? Their wrist. And I was like, yeah. Yeah.
you're like, I see it.
That was I wouldn't say I'm so confident about like the hand. We had to like write was it personalized learning goals?
Yeah, this year.
Yeah, right. And then like my thing was hand, wrist, elbow,
Yeah.
like the weird joints. I find them like the weird joints.
Yeah, fair enough.
Yeah.
But you know what they say? The elbow is the knee of the upper extremity.
I've never make that up right now.
I remember, I think TQ said that at Sheridan, one of our mentors. But yeah, he would always be like trying to simplify things before you get more detailed. And I thought that that was a helpful kind of learning theory as well. It's like we get caught up in like all the nitty-gritty details, but it's like the first time you learn something, just try to like picture the big picture first and then start to fill in the little details later. And that will help you kind of absorb it, in my
Okay.
opinion.
I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was thinking like,
Yeah.
yeah, something like that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Interesting.
What would be, in your experience, like the gnarliest injury you've ever had to deal
Oh
with?
gosh. There's been quite a few weird ones.
Yeah.
I remember in terms of like a more serious injury, I was covering basketball and I had this 16-year-old girl get an elbow to like the side of her head around her temple.
Okay.
This was with Jewel basketball, so it was just me just covering this one-off thing, right?
Oh, was that like
Um,
Rachel? I think Rachel Patterson was
yeah,
like
she's done it before, yeah, for sure.
Like from cheer?
Yes, she does dual.
She was my classmate actually. She was my first lab partner in second year, Rachel Patterson.
No way. Yeah.
Shout out Rachel Patterson, yeah. But yeah, so I had this kid get an elbow to the head and then she started clutching her head and then she kind of like fell down. And then so we attended to her, it was myself, and then she started having seizures, which was not something that she had previously had, no history of.
T-shirt.
Yeah, after a head
Okay.
injury, which is a red flag sign. So we had to call right away and it was in Brampton. So we were on hold for 5 minutes. And then it took the ambulance like at least minimum 30 to 35 minutes to get there. And we were like, this is a 16-year-old having a seizure for the first time after being hit in the head. Like this is very serious. So yeah, that was a tough situation. She ended up being okay, thankfully. But yeah, there's been, of course, like a couple musculoskeletal injuries, lots of broken bones. Yeah, some gory kind of broken fingers that I've seen lately that have been pretty interesting to deal with. Yeah, a lot of like ACLs I've seen, shoulder dislocations. Had like
Had it all.
had SC joint instability, which was a really weird one to tape. Yeah, it's like
I didn't
this.
take that.
Oh, We did.
Say this, I'm like, I'm trying
It was
to.
almost like the offloader Luco
Oh, I
style.
was thinking it had
Yeah.
Luco strips.
Yeah, it was like a Luco strip basically to push down on
Okay.
the more proximal clavicle. Yeah. So there's been a wide array, I guess you could say for sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you ever freak out for your first major?
Mm, I feel like internally a little bit.
Okay.
And like I'm trying to think. I remember when I was a student in second year, I had like a knee injury.
Okay.
I think it might have been probably an MCL, like looking back. But I was like looking at this kid's knee in football. This was like 3 weeks before I learned knee anatomy. And I'm like,
Okay.
brig. I don't
Just
know what I'm looking
needed.
at. Yeah. I'm like, I don't know what I'm looking at. So internally, I was like, oh my God, I wish I could do more to help this kid. We ended up just sending him to the
Okay.
hospital because I'm like, I don't have the skill set to help you. I'm so
Yeah.
sorry. But yeah, I feel like at first mentally I did, but then through those learning opportunities, I learned how to like remain calm, even if I don't initially have the answer, which is a good skill because there's going to be a lot of times, even today, where I'm like, it takes me a little bit of like evaluation or reflection to figure out what something is. So it's a good tool just to be able to be like, okay, I'm going to remain calm. We're going to figure this out and we're going to make the safest decision for the athlete.
Make it till you make it, isn't
I
it?
mean, yeah, that too.
Yeah, at least
Yeah.
you're in face.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't let them know. And the one thing too is like I see a lot of students who like don't really know better, don't like let's say you have like a crazy elbow. They'll be like, "Oh my God." Like they'll make like a huge face and I'm like, "Guys, don't let the athlete
Yeah,
freak
the
out."
athlete's like, "What?"
And they're like, it's gonna make them feel worse, right? So I'm always like, oh, this girl recently had a nose injury and it was an obvious deformity. I'm like, oh, you're fine. Just turn around and face me. Like, don't look at your team bench because they're all gonna be like, oh my God. Right? Yeah. So it's good to just put that poker face on just to help the athlete remain calm. I feel like that goes a really long way.
I feel like I'd start sweating though. Like me, like even
Yeah.
though I'm trying to keep a calm face, like sometimes
Yeah.
internally I
I
feel
tried.
it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Sometimes I try to make them laugh, but then sometimes it backfires.
They're like, that wasn't
Like
funny.
how?
One of my players, he like tweaked his neck, and I was like, "How did you tweak?" He's like, "I stretched," and I was like,
Oh,
"Yeah." I started giggling. He's like, "Ralph, don't laugh.
He's like,
These
this
are
is
serious."
serious. Yeah.
It's like you tweaked the stretching. He's like, "Yes, I did."
hey, I did that before too.
Oh my gosh.
Maybe it's not the best to like giggle at
It
their
depends on the
injuries.
athlete, I think. Like
Yes,
Yes.
their
for sure.
personality.
Yeah. Ever run into like some really hot heads too? In basketball, especially?
Yeah, yeah. I mean, like for me, yeah, I guess enough. Like nothing too crazy. I've heard of some kind of horror stories, but yeah, when people have their moment, I'm just like, okay, you walk over there and you have your moment. Keep it away from me. I need to do my job still, and you can freak out,
Yeah.
somewhere else. But yeah, of course, and coaches too, right?
Mhm.
My Sheridan volleyball coach used to be like a clipboard breaker. That
Oh,
was pretty intense.
Just literally like 20 clipboards
Yeah.
a season
Where's the ball? Yeah.
for dramatic effect. I had one coach try to like break the clipboard, but he couldn't. And he turned around and said, "Well, I was trying to make a point."
Wow.
He's like, it went poorly."
Yeah, that
That's
didn't
not
land.
credit.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, sometimes it's just for show. Sometimes to get something across, you just have to break a clipboard.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think one of my favorite parts is watching the coaches scream during matches.
It's very entertaining. Sometimes I'm just like covering my face, not to let anyone see, but inside of, oh my God.
But let's say like they run a play, and I think they ran it perfectly fine, and then the coach comes onto the court and we're like, "No, no, no!"
timeout, immediate timeout
Get it
right now.
wrong.
It's like you were late on your screen. Yeah, something like that. It's always really fun watching them scream.
Have you guys had any coaches give you any like, difficult attitudes yet in your placements or like pushback
Looking
or
at me, it'd be an off podcast.
Oh.
Yeah,
Oh.
But
comments.
let's say like, yeah,
Yeah.
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 We can
Fair
talk
enough.
about it later.
Yeah, fair enough. Fair enough. Those are hard to deal with too, because sometimes they're like, and this goes for a student or a certified, like they're just kind of in the moment and they'll take it out on you and you have to be like, no, my decision still stands.
Yeah, I like pulling the "I'm just a student" card.
Only for so long, only for
Yeah,
one more year, right?
just the students.
Yeah.
A lot of at least like my certified last year would always be like, you don't or I don't tell you how to do your job, so you shouldn't tell me how to do my
Oh,
job
for the
kind of thing
coaches, yeah.
for the coaches. And I
Yeah.
feel like that would work if you're certified, but as a student, you're like, oh, maybe not.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's
Yeah.
a good line to use.
That is.
One of like the biggest things that I was like learning just like this month was like learning to say no to people.
That's hard.
Hey,
Yeah.
like, hey, I don't think this is a good idea. Let's not do this,
Yeah.
right? And then getting used to trying to have the final say.
And they're gonna always try to push back, like, oh, I feel fine. No, I feel fine.
Yeah.
But like 2 seconds ago, I was like hurting.
Yeah.
I know a lot of that. Like I just recently learned that anytime you go to check on someone like on the court for basketball on a dead call, like they have to sub out. So I did that once and then like the coaches all came up to me, he's like, Raf, don't come onto the court unless someone is bleeding,
Yeah.
right? And I was like, I think this is a dumb rule. Because one
It's
of like
tough.
on the one of like the next plays, a girl like fell and then she fell in a way that like body first and then hit her head on the ground. Right, and then she took like a while to get up,
Yeah.
and I was gonna go. I wanted to get a better look because it happened on the opposite end of the court, and then I just hear my coaches yelling at me like, "Rav, don't move anywhere," because they didn't want to sub
Yeah.
her out. And my certified was like, "No, she hit her head. She
Yeah.
has to get checked."
Plus, it's only preseason.
Right?
So
It's not that deep.
it's
Yeah.
not that
But
serious.
they're coaching as if it's regular season, so like the
Yeah.
jump isn't
But they need to survive to get to the
right.
regular season. So
Right.
it's
And
like,
then like I go in, like, check she's fine, ask those mad out questions, like motor screen.
Yeah.
And then I'm like, yep, she's good. Immediately get subbed back on.
Yeah.
Right. And it only took me like a minute and a half. So like was that minute and a half like really
Yeah.
that important for her to like, not get checked at all?
Yeah. And that's why
Right.
it's important that we like stand our ground. And that's the difference of kind of our circle of responsibility as ATs versus coaches is like sometimes we have to be the bad guy. That's just the way it is because our number one concern is our athlete safety, right?
I think have learning to like, not have everyone like me at like every moment was like, a
Yeah.
pretty big adjustments, right?
that's okay. I don't care.
100%.
You don't care. You don't
care.
Yeah.
You're like, I'm not here to
Have
make
you
friends.
have you run into that problem already? Like you going to like check on someone and your bench telling you to sit down?
Not yet,
Okay, not yet.
I think.
Okay. Right now
Key
it's
word is
today.
yet.
Yeah.
I have a game today, so who knows?
Yeah. I thought
It's
that
like
was
Sheridan.
I thought
There you
it's giving me
go.
like soccer flashbacks when the coach is like stay down like he's telling the
Yeah.
athlete to stay down because he wants the card.
Yeah. The more they roll,
I-
the more I sit down and
Yeah.
I don't run out. Especially men's soccer.
Oh, yeah, no.
Yep. You know how it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like that at York right now?
Honestly, a handful of times, nothing too crazy. And honestly, I appreciate the teams that I have right now because like a lot of I mean, in the past, sometimes soccer athletes can be a little bit like sometimes a little soft and like they'll, a little soft, but I feel like I don't know, it's just the culture here is like the athletes are pretty tough. Like, and
Yeah.
when they're hurt, like they're actually hurt. Like they're not
Yeah.
going to come to me and complain of something that's a non-issue. So I
Mm.
do appreciate that. Yeah. The athletes have been really great so
Huh?
far,
Did you
honestly.
have a York soccer TikToker? Have you seen his TikTok videos?
Actually, no.
No, you haven't?
What videos?
There's a York soccer player like who just like posts his day in the life
Oh.
Oh,
on
who is it?
TikTok.
You know?
I'll check
Yeah,
on it
yeah.
later. But like I keep watching the videos trying to see if I can see
That's
you.
so funny. Oh my God.
Right?
It's Ollie in the back of one of these.
Yeah, and he doesn't make bad videos. Like
Oh,
he actually
no.
makes really good like day in the life. So that's why I felt like you
Nice.
knew
I
your
feel like
little
the only thing
upper
I've come
celebrity.
across is because I do check in on like the York soccer Instagram pages just to kind of see. I think Matt Fisher had like a day in a life posted on that. So I'm like, I wonder if it's Fish.
Maybe.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
haven't seen
He's
it.
a funny
You haven't
character.
seen them?
No.
They're really entertaining day in the life. So I like watch
Like maybe say it louder to my phone. So
Yeah,
like
it'll come up
my
on your For You page.
Oh, do you actually I actually believe in those
It's
too.
happened.
Like your little FBI
100%.
agent, like plugging you into stuff.
Like randomly, like I was dealing with a lot of plantar fasciitis in the clinic. All of a sudden, my entire feed on Instagram, different exercises for plantar fasciitis.
That's crazy.
That's only one
Oh, really?
instance.
I had something like happen to me like the other day. I was talking to someone about like why ATs are horrible to date, and this is like not it was like
Oh
not
my
expected,
God.
like because it's hard to, right? Because of like scheduling conflicts and
Yeah,
working like unconventional hours
for
and all
sure.
that stuff. And then I opened TikTok and my first video is why you should date an AT.
Oh my God.
Point proven.
And I was
Right
like,
there.
you will get free back massages. It's like, I know how to tape you up. You play sports, I got you.
Yeah.
All that kind of stuff. So,
Mm.
your little like FBI agents, yeah. Sure,
It's a
Meta
thing.
probably had like a lawsuit about that at one point
Oh my
too.
I
God,
don't know,
imagine.
maybe.
Yeah. Were
Yeah.
you a multi-sport athlete growing up, or was volleyball typically your main
Um,
sports?
so I played club volleyball from like the age of 12 onward. So volleyball was like my main competitive sport. Other sports I played a bit of basketball.
Okay.
And I was also a decent track athlete. Like I was a throwing athlete
Oh,
in
you were
track.
throwing.
Yeah, I did discus. I did all
Oh,
three.
all
Yeah.
three.
And I'm pretty tall, so like in grade 9 I was like much taller than everybody else. And so I went to OFSA for shot put and discus in grade 9.
Oh, dang.
Yeah.
Were you setting school records?
I don't know about school records, but I think I did pretty well. But then as I got older, I kind of tapered off, and then grade 12 was more of a volleyball focus. But
Mhm.
yeah, volleyball, basketball, track, those were my big ones for sure.
And then you played varsity at Sheridan.
Yeah, for a couple years. Yeah. Honestly, for me personally, in terms of having placement in second year, having class, and then being a volleyball player, it got to be a little bit too much for me. Like I wasn't able because I was living at the time. Well, my school's in Brampton. I was practicing in Oakville at that campus. And then my placement was in Mississauga. And then I was living in Oakville. So I was like driving everywhere and I didn't have that much time to study. So I feel like I didn't really do that well in terms of my academics in second year. So once I kind of took a step back from playing and I'm like, okay, my number one focus is my school and my career, I was really able to like dial into school and I became a lot stronger academically. But yeah, I did play for like almost 2 years. Yeah.
I always admire like people who still like compete varsity level while being in this program because it's super,
Yeah, it's hard.
it's hard, right?
It's really hard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why I stopped last year.
Yeah.
Like, were you ever at a point where if you got injured, like while playing shit in volleyball, like you would go to like the eight, like you would go to the A tier, like I got it
Yeah.
myself.
No, I think I wasn't too injury prone actually, thankfully. I had
Okay.
like a little bit of like a shoulder thing and I saw the AT a handful of times, but yeah, it was pretty chill overall. Like I didn't really have to do too much to self-manage. Like I didn't have anything crazy acute,
Mhm.
but
I heard this one story. I forgot who told it to me, but she was Sheridan student covering a Sheridan sport, and then the athlete got hurt was like a senior AT student. So he like didn't let her check up on the injury
oh my gosh.
because he was like, no, I got it. So I
Yeah,
always thought that's like a weird
that
dynamic,
would be a weird dynamic for
right? So,
sure.
yeah, to check on someone who's in the program,
100%.
right? Maybe
Yeah.
above you. How close are your like cohorts from like year to year? That's like a question I've always wanted to
Oh,
ask.
like closeness is in like friendliness
Yeah, like are you
or
friends with like people in the cohort below? Because like
Mm.
it's 4 years, right? So
Yeah.
can you like keep track
I
of
feel
everything?
like pre-COVID it was like easier because we would have more like get-togethers. I feel like post-COVID it totally changed things, but prior to that there'd be like more like kind of social events and stuff. And I graduated kind of right as like COVID was finishing in 2022, so I'm not really sure how it is now, but yeah, like in years past it's been pretty good camaraderie. Like there'd be like a lot of AT student housing where like they would
Oh,
host like get-togethers and stuff. So yeah, definitely some opportunity for some connection there.
Mhm. Yeah.
Yeah. But I definitely met more like AT friends, like working in through placement and stuff for
yeah.
sure.
Okay, that's cool.
Yeah.
You're pretty lucky then if it was only just like a couple shoulder injury, like
Yeah, it
shoulder
wasn't
injury.
anything too crazy. I know I was pretty lucky. I only had a few injuries throughout my life. Nothing
Mhm.
too crazy.
Yeah. And did you ever have to see, I guess like swim never really had an AT except for like your
No, I
national.
just went through the pain.
You just
Just really keep it safe.
About.
Yeah.
oh, he never fixed you up during the meets?
He did. So, like, the one time we had an AT was OUAs.
Yeah.
And so, like, then everyone was abusing it, right? Because it's like, oh, you don't really have anyone during the season. And then all of a sudden for championships, it's like, oh, my shoulder hurts. Oh, my back hurts.
Yeah.
And then it's like,
Mhm.
you know?
Yeah.
So, kind of like 50-50 on like whether we really need one throughout the season. It's like most of the time it's just chronic overuse stuff. So then maybe, I don't know, do some more stretching, some more cool down stuff, active recovery.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Okay, I see it.
I don't see a benefit like just having it one time for championships, where you
Yeah.
didn't have it throughout the entire season. Made no sense.
Right?
You need
Building
it like clinically.
self-efficacy though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. Don't you do you like do you tell your soccer players to warm up themselves instead of like
Yeah, I try to keep people as self-sufficient as possible because I'm like, I'm not going to be here every single day of your life to help you warm up. And I often tell people, I'm like, I don't need to stretch your hamstrings for you. Like, you're not LeBron James. Like, you're going to be able to do it. Yeah, yeah, you know what I'm saying? So, yeah, we want to empower our athletes to have tools to self-manage. I'm really big on that.
yeah.
Yeah,
Like do
giving,
everything possible before
yeah,
coming to see you.
100%. And I'm like, if
Yeah.
it's not like, an injury that's occurring, if it's just like more so like you're managing muscle soreness or
Soreness.
tightness,
Yeah.
like I'll give them some strategies to manage for sure. And I'll
Mhm.
help them with their recovery as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I know because you said you're still part-time at York, right? So how are you?
So yeah, it's kind of moved up a little bit in terms of the hours. Because yeah, so I was initially 24, so we've all been bumped up to 32 now. So I'm like
Ooh, just
between,
borderline.
yeah, I'm kind of borderline right now. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and so I'm managing that and then doing some school on the side.
Okay, you want to talk about that?
Yeah, sure. It's all
Oh,
right.
segue into that.
Yeah, so I'm currently doing a Master's of Rehabilitation Science, research-based, through the University of British Columbia, and it's actually totally like remote. So I'm able to do that
I'm
part-time.
taking notes on master programs that way
Yeah.
too.
Yeah, so I'm doing that part-time as I'm working kind of part to full-time. So it keeps me very busy, but yeah, I've really enjoyed it so far. I've been in the program a little over a year. Yeah, and so I'm projected to be done by either the end of 2026 or the beginning of 2027 because it's not necessarily a full-time course load.
Oh, so it'll
So
take
yeah,
longer.
so I'm able to kind of work at the same time, which is great.
Okay, so is that's like 3, 4 years? No.
Yeah, so I think the max you could do if you do it super slow is 5 years is like the cap if you were to do it like one course at a time. But there's times where
5 years is another like, ooh.
yeah. Yeah. So there's in the summer I did like two courses at once because I was had a little bit less work and then now that I'm a little bit busier, I'm doing one course this semester. So I kind of mix it up depending on my work.
And those courses are research-based and they're not theory-based, right?
Yeah, they're primarily research based. Yeah.
Okay, how does that work?
So basically, like, I mean, some of it is a little bit of theory, but then there's a lot of different, like right now, there's a lot of different assignments in my courses where I get to like apply the essentially the learning theory that I'm learning to like a true life application for me, and you can kind of like make it your own kind of focus.
Yeah.
And so the first couple of courses that you do are like the core courses, and then after that, then you specialize and you kind of do the projects to kind of prepare your research proposal. That kind of stuff is kind of a step-by-step process at the end of the master's in like a course format, but it's primarily like the research-based portion at the end.
Mhm.
But yeah, I'm trying to like preliminary like look into some different topics that I'm interested in now to kind of suss out what I would like to do in terms of my major projects. It's not a thesis, but it's a major research project.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's
So we'll be
cool.
seeing your name on a research article
Oh,
at some point.
hopefully that's the goal. That would be the goal. Yeah. So yeah, so far it's been pretty cool. I like it a lot.
Very
Yeah.
cool.
I want
And
to
you-
get to that level, like when you read a paper, it's like, I know that person.
You're like, I know that person's name. Yeah.
Yeah.
100%. And you know what? Another cool thing too is like doing research. I'm looking at different like injury prevention topics that I find kind of interesting. And one author in particular like came up a lot and I'm like, oh man, this guy like makes really great papers.
He really knows his
And
stuff.
you guess what I did? I went on LinkedIn.
Yeah.
I added him on LinkedIn and I sent him a message. I'm like, just want to let you know, like, I think your research is really great. Like, I really enjoyed reading your stuff. And he answered me and he was like, oh, let me know if you ever want to, like, work together or if I can help you collaborate on any stuff.
Sick.
And I'm like, that's awesome. Like, that just goes to show the power of, like, just, cold email, cold call. Just be like, hey, I'm interested in what you're doing. I think it's great. You never know what you're going to get, right?
My LinkedIn app, like, connection with you still been waiting for a month.
No way. Are you serious?
Yeah.
Oh my God. I gotta
No,
go.
so I
I
sent
gotta
you a
go.
message there. I don't know if you saw that one.
Oh, oh my God. I'm Obamming people on LinkedIn. Yeah, I gotta respond. Sorry, guys.
Communication goes both
Yeah.
ways.
Yeah, 100%. Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, how do you think we came up with a list of topics to ask you? I've been
Like,
on your
are you
LinkedIn
gonna add me on LinkedIn?
Right, well, I'm
That's
actually
awesome.
waiting for you.
That's awesome.
Oh,
Yeah.
so
I didn't cut you off early. What were you gonna add?
No.
Oh, okay. That's fine. You have time?
It's 10:15. Do you want to get into?
Yeah, the lightning round questions. I do have a class at 11.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah.
I have a patient at quarter to 11, so
Oh,
it's all
okay.
good. Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
perfect.
These are meant to be super fast. You don't have to explain too much.
Boy.
Yeah.
Okay.
Your first
We prepped
question.
you for this
is-
already.
I should just highlight the list of questions. Your favorite tape job?
Oh, this is so hard. This is super hard. There's so many good
Give you
ones.
5 seconds.
5 seconds. I feel like I really like different thumb tape jobs.
Okay.
Those are my favorite.
Okay.
That and I enjoy the arch stuff too. Like I
Yeah.
enjoy teaching you guys like how to tape arches at Madawaska. But yeah, I like the different thumb tape jobs because you can kind of apply it to different sports in terms of what they need in terms of their wrist and thumb
You
movement.
did teach me, well, you taught Chaz the basketball tape
Yeah.
job, and then you did it on me, and I was like looking at it like, yeah, I think I can do this.
Yeah. Have you tried it at all
I
yet?
haven't tried it on
No.
anyone, no, but like having the corners lifted up so that when you like do your ribbon, it covers everything.
Life hack.
I've applied it. I've
Yeah.
applied it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
100%. Make
for
it
sure.
pretty.
Okay, your next
Yeah.
question is your favorite pregame song.
Oh, that's hard. I feel like, oh man, I don't know. I like a lot of Travis Scott stuff.
Okay.
So anything from like the Astroworld album or like the Birds in the Trap Sing McKnight album.
Okay. Like
Yeah.
you play that whole album.
Yeah, either that or like I kind of like have Spotify like make me a playlist, but I do really enjoy Travis Scott for like pump up music, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What was that song that you told me how to like? Who's that artist who said the like theme song?
There's a song called Raph by A$AP Rocky.
Oh yeah.
And I'm like, Raph, you have a theme song. You don't even know it.
I was like, I need to listen to it. It's like, it's not safe.
Please don't touch my rap. Yeah.
Like, I was like,
100%.
I'll play when the kids are gone.
Yeah.
And she played on speaker, but like relatively quietly, and we were just like bumping to
Yeah,
it.
we're like, yeah.
Oh, core memory from Madagascar.
Yeah.
Maybe I should bump that track today.
Definitely. Yeah, that's your pregame track today.
Should be.
Yeah.
What is your favorite sport to watch and cover?
Ooh, honestly, I love combat sports.
Ooh.
I just like
Vignettes.
yeah, so I've had the chance to do like some wrestling, kickboxing, taekwondo. And I'm entertained the whole time. Like I'm on the side watching, I'm like, oh my God, like this is crazy. Like so I don't know, I find that really fun, but I also love volleyball and beach volleyball because that was my sport. So
Mhm.
I honestly I like it all. But yeah, those two are probably like in my top for sure.
Okay, who is your connection to combat sports? Is that something?
Oh, that was actually I started out with Elwin Lau because he does
Oh, yeah.
Taekwondo Canada. So I had the opportunity a couple years back to work Taekwondo, and then I met actually it was through like a Facebook job posting. I find a lot of my gigs that way, to be honest.
Yeah.
But yeah, I started working kickboxing. Cesar Cruz, he's actually a York grad.
Ooh.
Yeah, so I worked kickboxing with him a little bit. So yeah, and now I'm working wrestling here. But yeah,
Okay, yeah, it's
it's
pretty
fun.
fun.
Yeah.
And how many hours of sleep minimum do you need to function in clinic and in field?
I feel like minimum 5.
Minimum five?
Under
Okay.
5, I'm struggling for sure.
For either or?
Yeah,
Okay,
I feel like yeah, 5 for sure.
five for sure.
I don't aim like I aim for at least 6 to 7, but if it's, a late night or whatever, low end 5.
I don't think I've ever seen you pop like an energy drink. I feel like you did have
Really?
coffee.
Oh, I'm big on caffeine.
Big on
Yeah.
caffeine, but
Yeah.
it's not like I've seen who was it? Was it
It was
Julia?
Karen and Julia with
Yeah,
the Red Bulls.
popping.
Yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah. In the years past, I've had Red Bulls a lot at camp. But
Yeah.
I actually go for either like coffee or different like Mio like energy kind of caffeine powders in a stick.
Caffeine
It's
powders.
really cheap, honestly.
Okay.
Yeah, it's much more affordable. Caffeine. Yeah.
If I ever worked at camp again, I'm actually gonna bring like a pack of Red Bulls.
I was gonna ask, are you guys gonna come back to camp? What are your
I would
thoughts?
love to.
You would love
I
to?
would love to.
Yeah, just like, it'll be hard to compete against you guys for the job.
No. No, honestly, they take like as much as they can get usually.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I just thought it was capped out at 3, 4.
Wait, would they
don't
like
think so.
minimize
Minimize
just
it?
like students?
Not sure. You'd have to ask Krista.
Yeah. We'll
Yeah.
just hit up Krista.
Yeah, I feel like
Oh
have
no,
you run-
doesn't she send an email
Yeah.
or something?
Like
Yeah,
applications open.
something
Yeah.
like that.
Yeah.
I did text her when I came home from camp. I was like, Mother, I am safe.
I'm safe home, Mom.
And that was like that was turn influence for sure.
Yeah.
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 Okay. Your next question is actually your preferred caffeination method.
Well, right now I have a giant cup of Starbucks coffee. So I feel like
Okay, what's your go-to Starbucks then?
okay, this is a venti shaken espresso with blonde espresso. I'll usually get like a plant milk. So right now I have coconut milk. And then I
Oh,
kind
never
of
tried that.
I mix it up with it's good. I mix it up with different flavor shots. So today I have macadamia nut syrup and white chocolate mocha syrup. It's honestly super
I would
good.
have to, if I had to order that for you, I'd have to write it down on a piece of
Yeah.
paper.
Fair enough.
Or just have the voice recording be like, here,
This
this
is
is
what
I
you
want.
Yeah.
I did like order, I think like a Starbucks drink for your birthday one time, and I did
Yeah.
have to have it on notes
You're like,
and read it out.
yeah. But yeah, I do love Starbucks. If not, it's like sugar-free Red Bull.
Oh, it has to be sugar-free?
Well, I just kind of prefer it. I
What,
prefer
like the apricot one or
I like the plain.
oh, okay.
Or like I like White Monster or like Rehab Monsters. I kind of mix it up.
Okay.
Yeah.
I've never had a monster before actually.
I know.
They'll
We're
scare
good.
me.
You know what scares me is Celsius.
Oh, I never had
Those give me
Celsius.
anxiety, like for real. Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
For like
That's
guru?
what Julia was having at camp.
Yeah. I've never tried Guru. Never tried
I,
that one.
I used to have Alani's, but one can of Alani is 2 Red Bulls.
Yeah, isn't it 140?
Yeah, it is 140.
Yeah,
It's
that's a
only
lot.
70. Like,
I am anti energy drinks.
Yeah. Are you pro coffee or tea?
Coffee mostly, but I don't usually drink caffeine drinks.
Good for you, just doing it without.
I'm trying real hard to
Nice.
keep off of it. Yeah.
what a role model.
Yeah.
To
You're
make
so
something.
healthy.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Okay. If you had a whole year to train for any Olympic sport that you've never played before,
That I've
which
never
one?
played before. Oh, geez.
So you can't throw.
Oh, I know. I'm thinking of all the sports that I've done before. Oh, man. Oh, this is hard. Okay, maybe like an artistic gymnastics, like maybe something like that. Because I've done dance and I've done basic gymnastics as a kid,
Okay.
but I've never done any like twirly fancy artistic gymnastics.
Like throw the ball,
Yeah,
shoot
yeah.
legs.
I feel like that'd be fun. Although I'm not that flexible, but I feel like that would be a fun
That
thing
is
to
something you
do.
can train.
Yeah, for sure.
Nice.
I'll start working on it right now. Yeah.
Move down with your soccer athletes.
Yeah.
Oh, this is my favorite question though. Your most embarrassing or funniest clinic slash field story.
I was thinking about this. I feel like I don't have any really good ones, but one came to mind. My good friend from the program, Andrew D'Souza, he asked me, "Hey, can you cover my U14 hockey team's game this day?" I'm like, "Yeah, sure, no problem." Go to the rink, find the team. I'm like, "Everything's hunky dory." I'm on the bench. He texts me after.
He's like, "Are you?"
He's like, "Did you find the team?" I'm like, "Yeah, they just played. Like they lost whatever the score was." He's like, "Oh, the coach said you weren't there." I'm like, what? So I was with the same like club, but then I was with like the U13s instead of the U14s, and the coach just like didn't even say anything to me.
Oh,
Like he wasn't like,
They didn't have a therapist if you weren't there either. Like,
yeah, so I don't think they were supposed to have anybody because it's like the whatever the league like didn't require it, but then the older group did, and the coach like didn't even say anything like, "Oh, you're not supposed to be here," or like, "Oh, we don't usually have an AT." And then the whole game I'm on the bench just like minding my own business. Yeah, it turns out they were in the same place, but then their rink like got changed, and so the older group was somewhere else. I had no idea. And it was like U13s versus U14s, so like I didn't know the difference. And then after, I'm like, Andrew, I'm so sorry. I had no idea. I thought I was in the right spot. Oh yeah.
guess to get paid.
Oh yeah. Yeah, Andrew's a G for that. He was like, yeah, no, it's not your bad. The coach should have said something.
Yeah, at least, it all kind of worked out.
Yeah.
No one got hurt from the
No,
U14 today.
everybody was all right, thankfully.
Also, I see his name a lot on Facebook too.
Yeah, he grinds. He's
He
awesome.
grinds. Is he the one like offering, was it roller derby too?
Yes, I've done roller derby with him quite a lot. And yeah, if you want to get into roller derby, talk to Andrew D'Souza. He's your guy. He does a lot of like
That's
coaching
like
and stuff
roller
too
derby on like,
on skates. It's you guys got to do roller derby. It's so much fun. Like seriously,
okay.
it's awesome. Yeah, he's a big roller derby guy.
that was actually, we talked about this in Aurora. It's like roller derby, and I was
Yeah,
like, that's kind of scary.
it's awesome. It's if you can do rugby, you can do roller derby.
Is that an Olympic sport?
No,
Oh,
no. But they just had like their like World Cup or whatever. I think it was in Las Vegas. I don't know.
oh,
Andrew's just on a big trip going everywhere with his teams. He coaches and then he also plays on certain teams and then
Is
he
there money
organizes.
for like medical?
Yeah, like you get paid like
no, they get
an hourly
like,
rate. I
they
think
get paid
it's
pretty
yeah,
highly.
it's a very reasonable rate. Yep. Yep. So definitely yeah, look into that. It's super fun to do roller derby. Very different sport, but very fun.
Yeah, I believe you.
Yeah.
All these like different opportunities. Yeah.
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 Just gotta find it.
Just got to find it. That's right.
Anything else you want to tell our podcast before we head out?
Oh yeah, for any York AT students listening,
Okay.
stay at York University. We want you. We need you. Yeah, I'm hopeful that in the future we'll have, good AT students coming back and yeah, just having some more help with our varsity teams. And yeah, we're here to teach you and we're here to have a good time. So that'd be awesome. But I know
Our students tonight.
yeah, I need more students. Yeah, but also the cohorts are smaller, right? These days.
Yeah.
So that's also why. But yeah, stick around at York. It's fun. It's a great place to work for sure.
Yeah. You
Yeah.
heard Holly.
You heard it here first. Yeah.
Right, sounds good.
Well, yeah,
Awesome.
thank you so much for today.
Cool. Thank you
Thank
guys
you
for
both.
having me. We'll have to hang out again soon and hopefully I see you guys at camp next year.
Yes.
Yay.
Like, insert our camp photo
Yeah.
here.
Go Madawaska.
All right.
Yeah.
sounds good.
Awesome.
So much.
Awesome.